Obviously a fantastic way to be heading into finals with the win from last weekend.
Yeah, it really is. It gives our club a tremendous amount of confidence going into the final series. To beat Redan, a very class act and top of the table. But having said that, the week before we were pretty poor against East, so we know the difference between our worst and our best is quite high. But coming into this week, we know that we're in good form and looking forward to it. Yeah.
What do you need to do to close that gap and to make sure that you are at peak form again?
I think our training standards had been dropped off, but we made a stand during the week or the previous couple of weeks before that, which has certainly improved. And just the way we structured up, everyone's on the same wavelength and going in the same direction, and it showed on the weekend. And hopefully it does for 3 or 4 more weeks.
Have you got anyone to add to the lineup?
Yeah, Jake Edwards will come into the team definitely this week. Still a couple of 50-50s, just waiting to see how they go tomorrow, being Ryan Closter. Shane O'Brien will be out with VFL duty, so that's a huge loss for us. But apart from that, yeah, full list of health.
How much will Shane play, do you reckon, in the finals if you happen to get through? Is he a chance to come in for
we really need Adelaide to beat West Coast, and that'll help us right out. But he's committed as much as he can there. So obviously a class act, he might get his 15 to 20 touches a game, but the way he sets up, he enables 10 other blokes to get 5 extra touches. So yeah, he's a big inclusion, and be sad to see him miss this week.
You had a really big win in the one game that you did play against Sunbury this year, and can you take anything out of that, given the fact that it was way back in round 1?
18 weeks ago. I don't know if you knew what you were doing 18 weeks ago. I probably don't know what I was doing 18 weeks ago, but both teams have changed. There'll be different players playing. You can't take anything out of that, I don't think. We do know Sunbury from our Riddle League history and all that. They're a class act. We have great rivalries. They're well coached, well drilled, good young running team with some experienced blokes there. So we're under no illusions. It might be 3rd versus 6th, but it's going to be a good game, definitely on a hard track at Darley too. So, yeah.
And you finishing 3rd, is that met expectations for this year?
You definitely want to finish top 3. Top 2 ideally, you get the double chance straight up. I know Redan in the past to finish 3rd, you play 6, you win that, you get the double chance. You can't look that far ahead, but it certainly is a feature there. If you win that one there, it sets your finals up. Obviously been neck and neck with Lakers the whole way through that. We managed to pinch that. So yes, we want to be a top 3 team. We want to be there in the last game. But I think with the list we have, that's where we should be.
Are you better placed this year than the last couple, KP, do you reckon, to do a bit of damage?
I think so, yeah. I think the weekend showed that. Our depth from players 16 through to 22 through to 28 is probably a lot better than it has been in the last couple of years.
That's
so
where you made the improvement, isn't it?
It certainly is. Like, obviously we've got our high-end class, but I think that lower level, we need that good depth there. So if we do get a couple of injuries, I know we've got blokes in the 2s that can come in and do the roles they need to do. So overall, in that in that regard, yes, I reckon we are better than the last couple of years. So.
Thanks.
Rick, 19th consecutive final series for Sunbury. It's something to be pretty proud of, isn't it?
Yeah, the club's very, very proud of it. And looking back a couple of weeks ago, probably thought we wouldn't have got there. But the footy gods are on our side, and it's a very proud record that the club's got.
Take winning form into finals, obviously coming from a long way back, but at the same time, if you can sustain that sort of form, how deep can you go?
Well, our expectations are, we've got nothing to lose actually, so all the pressure will be on Darley with their great finish and their great win last week and stuff like that. So, and where our list's at the moment, we're hoping that the players that played their first final last year will improve on that experience. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Our top footy for quarters is okay, like it matches it with the top sides, but whether we can sustain that, that's the question that's on our players.
Obviously it's not a long trip for you, which is fantastic, but at the same time you're affording them a home final, so does that enter the equation at all?
Oh, well, Darley, I don't, it's one of the hardest road trips that you get in the Ballarat Football League, and like KP said, the rivalry between the clubs going back, long history is huge. So, and that just adds to it. We copped an absolute shellacking off them round one, but we've got different personnel, and some of our guys have matured a bit, in this season.
So, like KP, no real regard for that round one result?
From our point of view, we probably do look at it, that we're looking at an improvement on that, and we're taking that if you turn up not to play like we did round one, you'll get a hiding. So we're kind of going down the path where we need to show a better showing. So improvement and going on the path of trying to get 4 quarters of football out of our group.
Rick, similar things sort of happened last year, I think, with the way you sort of snuck in. You got beaten pretty easily in the first round. Are you making up the numbers in this final series, or do you think you legitimately deserve your spot and can do something?
I think that everyone that finishes 6th, like Ballarat finished 6th previous 4 years, I think, and we're out first one, and I don't think it's been a long time in history since the 6 teams gone forward. So we're up against it, but great challenge.
Yeah.
And I hope that we're not just making up the numbers.
Yeah, because it is. I mean, do you like the underdog status heading in there for a final? I mean, it's thrown around. Everyone likes to be the underdog, but is it something you want, or?
No, I prefer to be in the top 2 or 3. And I don't think it means anything come 2 o'clock. It's only during the week and things like this.
Okay, how can you win it? I mean, I haven't seen you play, to be honest, but what's your style of game that if you play well, you can win the game?
We're definitely a running side, and definitely got plenty of leg speed, and we don't have too many top-end experienced players, so we're going to be asking some of our less experienced players to play on quality players, some of the blokes that they've brought in, Darley brought in this year, Lion, is a quality player, and a player that we'd like to recruit for next year, that type of player. So we're going to be asking someone to stand up and play roles against better players, but they've also got the same. They've got good quality young kids. Akram is a quality defender. We expect him to go to Sed, who's coming back from suspension. There's Batiri, young under-18 kid from the Jets, who's got good leg speed. So you're going to see some young kids play against some young kids, and that gap between the experienced blokes, they've just got more experienced blokes than us, and we'll put out a challenge to some of our players to stand up.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
2008 was the last top 6 week,
Told you it was a long time ago.
How do you remember that?
Because it was Sunbury against Lake.